Let's get into some real talk, some real dumb fucking talk right now. What's good? What's poppin'? How y'all doing, man? I hope y'all are having a great time. Yeah, as always, man. I'm always out here with um, a lot of insights and spiritual knowledge, game, and you know um life, lessons in a sense. You feel me, fellas? Yeah. So today I wanna share with you guys about our surroundings. For the most part, um, so guys, for the most part, spiritual insights and everything to do with self-awareness in a sense. Today I wanna talk to you guys about our surroundings in a sense. You feel me? There's a saying that goes, birds of a feather tend to flock together, if not flock together. You feel me? Yeah. So you guys need to watch the people you surround yourself with. You feel me, fellas? This is very, very crucial. It's gonna determine where you're gonna end up in life. Um it's gonna determine what kind of life you're actually living. I mean, the quality of your life. For the quality of your relationships affect your life in a sense. You feel me? Yeah. So you need to watch who you surround yourself with. You feel me, fellas? You need to really, really, really be careful who you let into your personal space, into your life, someone you refer to as your friend. And most importantly, man, you need to be very, very careful with the close relationships like love relationships. I mean, people you call your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your companion, your wife, your husband, laundry list. But like you need to like really, really be careful with who you give access to yourself, who you actually hang out with, your peers, the people that you actually kick in with. For the most part, the people you spend most of your time with, because those individuals are going to impact you in ways you can't even imagine yourself. You feel me, fellas? Yeah. So if you hang out with people who are negative, you're probably gonna turn out to be a negative, you know, um, person yourself. You feel me? If you hang out with, drunkards, people who abuse drugs, in a sense, if you are in a group of 10, you're probably gonna see that you are the 11th one, in a sense. You feel me, fellas? So this is very, very important. If you are in your late teens, early 20s, I'm talking to you. You feel me, fellas? I'm talking to you. Most especially if you're youth out here, you're trying to make you're trying to make something better with your life. You gotta look into your social circle. You feel me? If people don't give you a reason to hang out with them, better not hang out with them. You feel me, fellas? Yeah. You'd rather not have any friends than to run around with a bunch of people you call your friends who are just headed in the direction you're not headed in a sense. You feel me, fellas? So don't make this mistake. At some point in my life, I was running around with dogs. I was running around with people who actually headed nowhere, who had no ambition, who had no dreams. I mean, people who wanted nothing to do with their lives, in a sense. Like, like just people just waking up and they're actually looking forward to nothing in a sense. You feel me, fellas? Yeah. So having of lived those experiences, having of been there, I'm talking from a place of experience. You feel me? Yeah, like I said, most especially if you're in your late teens, early 20s. This is when the peer pressure kicks in. You need to like, kind of like craft out where you want to go with your life in a sense. There's pressure from the family. There's probably pressure from this girl or this boyfriend of yours. And you're like in the midst of trying to like belong in a sense. You feel me, fellas? Yeah. So in that space, in that void, for the most part is where we find ourselves into associations, into relationships that don't really make sense to us in a sense. You feel me? Yeah, so don't fall for this, fellas. It's a trap. The system is built like that. It's telling you go out there and get friends, make friends. You feel me? So I'm trying to put you on game. You feel me? If you're making friends, make friends for the right reasons. Hang out with people who you probably have couple of stuff in common. You feel me? You guys share the same values. You probably about the same hobby. You kind of have like the same mental construct, what you wanna get going with your life and how you want to see you know and how you really want to end up in life in a sense. You feel me, fellas? Yeah, so watch your surroundings very very carefully. Like I just said, man, if the people you hang around are not headed in the direction that you desire to end up in, you're probably gonna end up in places that won't really satisfy you in the long run. You feel me, fellas? Yeah, so that's the game I meant to put you on. You feel me? Make it a point to always hang out with people who you all kind of like trying to better each other in a sense. You feel me, fellas? Yeah, so that's it. Make it a point to subscribe, hang out more for spiritual insights, of course, self-awareness, game, and everything to do with spirituality in a sense. I'm gonna see you in the next video, but I'm gonna leave you with this one, man. Watch your surroundings, because the people you hang out with, they determine how you gonna end up in life. Peace.